Millennials. The generation of skinny jeans, side parts, and unironically using the word doggo. And coming from someone who is from the older end of Gen Z, where I went to Blockbuster to rent a Goosebumps movie before they shut down, but I also had an iPod Touch and full access to the internet in elementary school, our generation has a complicated relationship with millennials. On one hand, we grew up with millennials, watching them on YouTube and at the time laughing at those cringy Tumblr memes posted to the early days of Instagram. And I personally ate that up every single time. This isn't even mentioning the absolute chokehold that Smosh has had on me throughout the years. Yo, shout out Smosh. But as the years go on, life isn't just about the Harlem Shake or tattooing mustaches on the inside of your fingers anymore.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
And while I could spend hours doing a deep dive into why some millennials act the way that they do, I don't have to, thanks to the overwhelming amount of content on TikTok. Just because you have access to a phone doesn't mean that you should post everything to the internet. No, I mean, besides looking at the seafood, get it? The truth is that now, millennials are one of the older generations to be on TikTok, if not social media in general. The time has come, everyone. They're not the top dogs anymore. And this means that they get to be made fun of by the younger generations. It's like a rite of passage, which only means that Gen Alpha is coming for us next.
Does it come with cheese? It can. Do you want it? Yes. Sorry, everybody.
I'm so excited that Taylor Swift gets to be small girl. With Travis Kelce to be his large boy. And she gets to be small girl.
Time for sticky snack. It's a snack. It's a snack.
The generational divide even goes into the comment section, where some people were saying that they're getting years taken off their life watching these videos, while others said that to be cringe is to be free. And in these millennial core videos, you might notice some familiar faces. We've got the cheese grater girl making an appearance, the pancake girl, and this person right here who you might have noticed in a lot of these videos. So I did some digging and I ended up finding her account under the name of Auntie Lisa. She has 1.6 million followers, either trying weird combinations or just talking to the camera while she's eating breakfast. So good. So in a lot of these compilation videos, she's trying pumpkin spice cream cheese.
It's pumpkin spice cream cheese for my crispy bread.
Whoa. Aside from the cringe millennial facial expressions and sounds and things that she's doing, she seems really sweet.
Maybe I'm just out of the loop, but if you see it, I think it's worth it.
She is just enjoying life, trying food. You can tell that the other ones are kind of overreacting.
I like waffles. Derp. I'm like the most random person ever. Like, I'm like the king of randomness, like, and it's epic. Potato!
Has this video turned into an identity crisis? Like, I knew that I had some millennial in me. I knew it, because growing up, I was very random. I got sucked into this kind of humor, and honestly, it hasn't really escaped me. But I have something to actually show you guys. So I found this old podcast from 6th grade that I made. Just look at my name for a second. M-Dog Sway YOLO? Who was this child in middle school? Let's listen to a little bit of it.
Hey there. My name is M-Dog, and today I will talk about the majestic narwhal, or the unicorn of the sea. Narwhals date back to the late 1400s, where Sir Bob ruled the world.
I mean, I was just like making stuff up. I can't believe I'm showing this on the internet. When I tell you that I was in this culture, you have to believe me.
This is called a love surge, and we do this when one of us has like so much love in our limbs that we can't contain it and feel like we're gonna explode. So Sean is having a love surge right now, and he's gonna wrap around me and shake with the electricity of love until I catch it too and start shaking, and then you explode with a love surge.
Is it love or is it a medical emergency? Find out next on Let's Go to the ER. Does anybody else think that the guy in the back looks like Jason Nash? So this video came out a few months ago, but I wanted to show it again for good luck and prosperity, you know, New Year's and all of that. Does this remind anybody else of those soaking in college videos?
Helping my Mormon friend with soaking.
Have I gone too deep on TikTok? There's a spark for sure, but that's why you don't mix electricity and water.
I got this plant from my patio.
Don't talk about plants.
At Lowe's.
Talk about plants.
But then I abandoned it.
Don't bring up plants.
But Then I repotted it and watered it because I'm fond of it. Originally, I accidentally droughted it.
Millennials seem to love turning anything into a song.
Hey slug, are you a rug slug? Break your way into my room like you're a tough bug?
And while sometimes they can be questionable,
Gen Z's trying to cancel Eminem? Honey, that's cute. Listen, little kitties, let me make this quite clear.
I unfortunately have unsolicited advice. Okay, to be fair, that plant is only dead because it's palm and they're not the best houseplants. They're mostly used for seasonal, and most of the time you buy them from the big box store, they're filled with spider mites. So I've heard that you should sing to your plants to help them grow better, and I don't know if it's an old wives' tale, but the rhythm was so all over the place that the plant had no choice but to look away. Anyways, my plants are fans of death metal. And Sarah isn't the only millennial making songs, but at least hers don't explicitly target the entire generation of Gen Z.
Hey Gen Z, you can suck it. You can't tell me what to wear, 'cause I've been rocking this side part since you had Kermit on your underwear. So cute.
Kermit? Okay, I might know all of the lyrics to the Muppet movie soundtrack from 2011, but this isn't even the right age group. We didn't watch the Muppets growing up. We had SpongeBob and Thomas the Train and Dora.
So Gen Z, you can suck it. You can't tell me what to wear. Oh, you guys look grumpy. You should take a nap.
You know what? Maybe I will. We're going blankie mode. Why are the millennials starting to sound like boomers? I thought we were all trying to get away from the hating today's youth thing. The amount of anger held towards our generation is alarming.
There is constantly a competition between Gen Z and millennials, and Gen Z telling millennials that they need to stop wearing side parts and skinny jeans. Well, here's the thing, Gen Z. Millennials shouldn't be trying to dress like 14, 15, 16-year-olds. You know what? No, you just keep your opinions to yourself because you're literally 6 years old. You're 12. You don't know nothing.
Gen Z has been fighting back in a way, making fun of the same millennials making fun of us.
Somebody went Black Friday shopping, and by somebody, I mean myself.
I might have gotten a little carried away.
Pizza dance, pizza dance.
Sorry you had to see that.
Pizza, pizza, pizza. Yum yum, get into my belly.
But as you'll soon find out, it's backfiring a bit, a small bit.
And I'm proud to be a millennial with my side part and skinny jeans. And I won't be told what to wear or how to use emojis. Would you kindly shut the fuck?
While in a split, you racking up them tips.
I think I bet it.
You know those TV shows that are written by millennials? And you can just tell because they try to have Gen Z characters, but the dialogue is so awful, it's unwatchable. Can we get a vibe check on the scene stat? In a town full of NPCs,
he was the biggest grizzly in town.
one took a turn for the worse. Smells like somebody cooked in here. I said we're finna gonna arrest you. Now take the L and come with me. Starring sheriff with a mustache. Sheesh! And private investigator who only wears black clothes to look mysterious. Okay, boomer. It's the most based show of the season. They were having a main character moment, but no cap, this individual is armed and dangerous. This is a Gen Z crime. There's also millennial stand-up comedians, which by this point should be the least shocking thing that I've said so far. But at least their jokes are mostly about not being able to afford a house and not about domestic violence. Not right?
I'm a female millennial, which means I've been diagnosed with the anxieties. Am I a real adult? No. Not even a little bit.
Crickets. That audience is silent.
Hashtag adult shaped. To cope with my anxieties, I like to cruise home goods with my fellow adult-shaped friends for Halloween decor.
Listen, she's trying her best with these hyper-specific millennial-style jokes, thinking that they're gonna land, but no one's catching them. I also just noticed that this comedy club is called Cool Beans Comedy. If this isn't peak millennial, I don't know what is. Does everyone in the audience look like this?
As a 28-year-old toddler that spills everything. I can't use glass, right? Because that gives you stitches. You're talking stainless steel.
Where are all of these cups coming from? It's like the three elements: glass, stainless steel, and plastic. She's the avatar of cups.
This, it's not my toes we're worried about, it's other people's faces. Because things around me at like waist level seem to just fly away from me like shit. And I'm like, ah!
She definitely did that on purpose. She's acting like me on an energy drink, which this zoomer gets zoomies. She later goes on to tell the story about, and I quote, clanking and shoulder checking the maid of honor at a wedding she went to.
We're dancing. I go to jump. She's right here, shoulder to the fucking jaw.
Okay, I didn't know this wedding was a full-on UFC match. Through sickness and health, I do. Again, it's the question I'm gonna keep asking throughout this video. Is it a medical emergency, or is it just a quirky millennial? We may never know. So why are some millennials like this? Why do they obsess over Harry Potter and pause at the beginning of a video?
Guys, get this.
Well, some may blame the theater and band kids.
A very specific person who perpetuates the cringe millennial behavior. And that is the millennial theater or band kid.
Where art thou, small Romeo? I do want to end this video on a different note though, because I happened to come across this video, and I have to warn you, it looks like an echo chamber of angry millennials, but it does raise a few good points that I haven't seen anybody else address.
I saw a video going viral on here, and it's a woman talking about how millennials have bad kids. We have access to way too much information. We always have. We are terrified of messing this up. We are terrified of causing trauma. We are terrified of ruining their childhood. Millennials have been conditioned to believe that the millions of voices that are happening around us suddenly know better than we do when it comes to our families.
So maybe millennials are just trying to figure out this whole adulting thing for the first time too. They just might need a little help. Alright, that's all I have for the video. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Stay cool.